Right, so what's your name?
Alex Stanley.
Alex. How old are you, Alex?
I'll be 27 in 2 days.
27 in 2 days.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Southampton.
Southampton. And what's your current situation? You're out here homeless?
Yeah, I am homeless.
How did you end up out here on the streets?
Basically, I was in a hostel, yeah, but there was loads of Class A's going on in there, and I ended up getting addicted to like heroin and that, and smoking loads of crack, and like basically being the person that I like swore that I wouldn't become, and yeah, I lost my relationship over it, my family over it.
So how long have you been out here on the streets?
Since New Year's, when the fireworks went off.
Since New Year's?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fairly new to homelessness. So you said
No,
January?
I've been on and off the streets since like 18 years old.
Since 18?
Yeah, like 9 years nearly.
What do you do to survive out here?
Beg. Usually I'm like good with my money and that, but like this time I got used by a girl, like being like an idiot, thinking that she like loved me, but she just used me instead. I was drug dealing for a bit before that, but like I got arrested.
Right. So you mentioned, you said that you was in a hospital before? Right.
Yeah, in Victoria.
In Victoria. And you was introduced to some substances. Yeah. When was you first introduced to drugs?
First, when I was like 14, I was like smoking weed.
When you was 14?
Yeah, I started buying weed.
So who actually introduced you to it?
My stepdad.
Your stepdad? What was the first drug that it was?
Marijuana.
Marijuana. And then since then you've just been addicted.
Yeah, but then I went to prison in 2018 and then got introduced to spice.
Addicted to spice? Yeah.
And I've been on and off it, yeah, but like I lost my granddad, yeah, like 2 days after Christmas, and like, it's been really shit since. So I just been smoking it really to get away from reality.
So did the drugs kind of like help you through the pain? Is that what you'd say?
Not really, but they helped me through my day.
Say again?
Not really, but they helped me through the day.
No, it helps you through the day.
Yeah, because it's like time goes really fast because like I just fall asleep and just tend to sleep the day through.
Yeah. What's it like out here on the streets? Is it dangerous? What kind of things do you go through?
Well, like last week I got jumped with a shovel in it, and I've ended up with a fractured skull. Like I've got stitches there in it. Like,
Can I see? Well, tell me about that situation. What happened?
I was talking to my pal in it, and like next thing, I turned around and that, and obviously someone smoked crack and that. Yeah, so it's just. He ended up in a mad one and just smacked me with a shovel, innit?
What else do you kind of go through out here?
Not really a lot, innit? Like, it's like homeless people have different experiences. Like, I'm fortunate that I've got mates around me and stuff. So.
Have you received any help?
Yeah, I go to this day centre across the road called Complexities. Like,
What do connections do for you?
you go there, have a shower, hot meal, this one, and then like with the housing thing, it's just a waiting thing, innit? Like, loads of other people want to get housed as well, so.
Are your parents on their own?
My mum, my real dad's in prison, but my mum, like,
Your mum's around, yeah?
she's in Crawley.
Does she know you're out here on the streets? Yeah.
We don't really get on because I won't give her money.
You don't really get on.
Nah, I won't give her money because she's addicted to crack.
So did you kind of grow up around drug use?
Yeah, I grew up around drug dealing.
Grew up around drug use?
Yeah.
You're pretty young, aren't you? 26?
Yeah.
Now it'll be 27 soon.
Yeah, 2 days.
Tell me about your childhood. Kind of things you go through.
I got put in foster care when I was 12. Like, I was going back and seeing where we put like my parents and that, like, and my granddad and that. And like little, like every 2 weeks, or it was like in a timetable. It took turns, but like I was in a behaviour school. I was very well misbehaved as a kid. I used to run away a lot, thinking I knew best. My childhood wasn't the best.
Did you have a dream when you were a child? What was your dream?
I wanted to be a Navy archaeologist, like discover like boat wrecks and dive on them in submarines and madness. But I went to college and studied motor vehicle instead. I had an apprenticeship with BMW when I was 16.
How did that go for you?
Fucked it up.
Messed it up? Do you think it's because of the drug use?
Yeah, I went out partying.
You went out partying?
I was sleeping the whole day when I should have been in, like, at the workshop.
So you mentioned you was in prison. What was that for?
Taking a vehicle without the owner's consent.
How long did you have to serve?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, I got a year in total.
What did you kind of learn from prison?
I didn't. I come out of depression.
Sorry?
I come out of depression.
You came out of depression? Yeah. Sorry to hear that, bro. Have you received any help regarding depression?
Yeah.
What kind of help have you received?
I had my granddad's support again. But my other granddad's he's not here anymore.
Do you have any siblings?
Sister and a brother.
Do you know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Are they in the same situation?
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke with them?
A while ago.
I don't know, yeah. Do they know you out here on the streets?
Yeah, of course.
How old are they? Like their age?
My sister's 18 months younger than me.
Right.
And my brother's older than me by like 2 years.
If you could have like 3 wishes, what would they be?
To end homelessness. Yeah, to live a quiet and happy life. And for people just to stop struggling. No one to have to struggle.
Do you have any advice for anyone that's thinking of hitting the streets?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, because if I could go home, I would in a heartbeat. Yeah, like all these people, they've got houses and that to go back to and that, yeah, like the security guards and that, yeah, that come and move our son. It's alright for them because they got houses to go back to. Yeah, they all take like advantage of their powers. Shit.
Thanks for sharing your story. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, don't end up in my situation.